I mean, and Nick Diaz is right because, you know, like what his antics inside the octagon, like Nick's antics inside the octagon fuck with a lot of people's heads.
Sure.
Like the first fight with Robbie Lawler, like I remember there's the first time I ever saw Nick talk shit. It was the first fight with Robbie Lawler. 'Cause Robbie was dangerous. So
Very dangerous.
Nick took that shit talking to DEFCON 5 and he got into the octagon. And the first thing he does, he gets into the octagon. He looks over at Robbie. He goes, "Stockton, motherfucker, Stockton!" And he starts walking around, "Stockton, mother." And Robbie's like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
What does that even mean? Yeah, exactly.
And then the entire time the fight is going on, like, "What, bitch? What you gonna do, bitch? What you gonna do, bitch?" And then he'd hit him. "Oh, bitch, I just stung you, bitch." And he'd be popping him. And every time, and Robbie Lawler didn't talk back to him, but you could clearly see he didn't anticipate that.
But I don't. And as far as Nick and Nate go, I don't know if that's like a game plan that that's just like their real life.
That's just them, yeah.
Like I think if they were on the street, they'd be like, "What,
Oh,
bitch
yeah.
talk?" Like
Oh, yeah.
that's like real life talk. Like that's what they know.
But it's
like,
still
what, bitch? Like that's them. That's them being them. You know what I'm saying?
But it is still a psychological tactic. It's an excellent tactic.
And do you
Anderson Silva, it fucked Anderson Silva's
Sure.
head up, dude.
think some bitch laid out on the mat?
Yeah, he laid down like this.
You
he
gotta
was
love
bored,
him.
and he was
Yeah.
taking a nap, fighting the greatest pound-for-pound fighter in the history of the sport, and he lays down, and then he gets up with his hands down like, "What, bitch?
Yeah.
What, bitch?"
It's fucking.
And he didn't do any of that leading up to the fight, which was even more fucked up, because I don't think Anderson expected it at all. And then when he was in there talking shit to him, you could see Anderson just like moving around and not doing anything, frozen, and you know,
man.
thinking about like, there's great things around that. What, bitch? And Anderson had never experienced that before.
Man, come on with it.
Anderson is the greatest psychological fall I've ever seen in my career. To witness him go from the guy who beat Stephan Bonner, who steps his back up against the cage, drops his hands, is like, "Come on, go ahead," and then moves out of the way, and then decides, all right, in the early days like Hicks and Gracie, they would say 400-0.
Sure.
You imagine if you had 400 fucking fights? God damn, you got to fight a lot. You have to fight like every couple days for years.
Sounds like my high school days.
You'd have to win all of them too.
That I did not.
Yeah, well, those are important. The losses are some of the most important ones, right? Those are the ones that really make you get back and fucking dig in.
That burn your soul.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
To this day, are there any losses that just fucking, that when you get up in the morning you think about that one and it makes you just want to go running?
You know, more or less the guys that talk about the Diaz fight tell me all the time, Diaz will beat your ass. Like Diaz, Nick, the Diaz brothers have the most incredible following, almost as incredible as the Conor McGregor following. The Colts, it is unbelievable. So they just tell me all the time, "You'll beat your ass again." Like, all right, well, bring his ass on because I'm ready. Whatever.
Well, you fought Nate, right? And the Nate Diaz fight, like, it seemed like you were having a hard time in the first round. Like, you had a hard time getting started. Like, that was a fight where, like, that dude talked a lot of shit to you.
Your boy Callan.
And it seemed, is he contacting you?
He just said, "You still there?" I told him, "Come crash this motherfucker."
Where is he?
I don't know.
Oh, he's texting you right now?
Yeah. Yeah, I was.
Like, you were emotionally...
I'm not making it. Yeah, I'm not making it. He got in my head, and he got me. Yeah, absolutely. And that shit doesn't happen anymore. No, everyone tells me Connor's in your head, Dos Anjos, no, the fuck.
So that was
not.
a lesson for you.
A super lesson, man. Yeah, don't. You mean, so let's take it back. You're talking about Rex Kondo, this guy, right? Oh, you see all the movies that people said, don't fight out of anger.
Right.
They say that for a reason. I mean,
yeah.
So when I fight out of anger, I mean, I was just, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I sucked that night, and that's all there is to it. No excuses. The motherfucker beat me.
Did you just get caught up in it? Like, caught up in the emotions of, like, all the shit he talked to you? He knocked your fucking hat off, dude.
Oh, God.
How dare he?
Yeah,
Nate Diaz can talk some shit, I'll tell you what.
You know what? But as much as he talked, I like those guys.
I like them too.
I really
like
do.
them a
I
lot.
mean, because there is no front on them at all. They are what you see is what you like.
Yep.
If I were to run into the Diaz brothers out in the street, we are fucking throwing down.
Right.
And there's no question. I mean, that's just who they are. I mean, they're, so it's not like they put on this front, this persona that they're big tough. No.
Right.
That's who they are.
24/7.
24/7. And
yeah.
it's awesome to me. You know, I think
Right.
both of them. I got nothing but respect for both
So
of them.
when you guys are all retired, you'll have a drink together and be
Absolutely,
laughing about
I'd have a
it.
drink with them now. Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have like any animosity or any anger or hate towards either one of them. I would definitely hang out with both of them. You know,